Also, guys, what we noticed was there was a lot of questions that came,
Yes.
and a lot of deep sort of questions
Yes.
that would probably make this recording even longer. So probably next time when we have your questions, we'll probably shorten them into like topics and
I think
topics and
so.
conversations that we can talk about. But there's
And then this question, we've received it quite a bit. Why do men ghost women?
you know a lot of.
I like how he's adjusting. Answer for your tribe, please.
Listen, earlier on, Kalinga said sometimes some people you did it, then they realized they didn't like it. Actually, you know what? They didn't like it, and then they ghosted. I mean, I can give you plenty of logical explanations why people ghosted you. Yeah,
but women ghost too, I think.
Because women ghost too.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say I'm ghosted because
no. As painful as it is, you need to accept it. You know, like it is very hard. You know, maybe some people have ghosted because they have mental health issues. Mm-hmm. Some people have ghosted is because you gave them the goods and they realized, okay,
it's not for me.
It's not for you, and they left.
Wait, I just want to make a joke about that. A friend of mine said that's actually an interview.
Yeah, you held a bad interview. You held a bad interview. You didn't get the job. Yeah, you didn't get the job, and they ghosted you. Companies also, they just don't respond. You're sitting there wondering, I wonder if they're going to call you. The company's not going to call you.
Yeah, but have you ever ghosted? I'm not putting you on the spot. I just want to know.
Yeah. There's been a couple of times that I've ghosted.
Why was it that you ghosted?
I've communicated, listen, I'm not interested. Mm-hmm. It's not going to happen. But somebody is still persistent about it. Now you find yourself in a position that you're like, okay, but I've communicated it. I've done it from my side. I've tried to do the best that I could, but you're not listening. Now I just need to step away. I need to step away. I need to stop talking to you, because if I continue talking to you and you're not getting the point, then what is the
the goal?
What is the goal? What is the goal? Because I could tell you, listen, I could tell you no. How many no's until like you get it? Actually, I'm not giving you a choice anymore. I'm just like, okay, peace out. It was this wasn't fun. I'm sorry. And you gotta go. I want to say, if you sit down and you think about it carefully, that is there anything that you might have done? You might really know if you did something that made somebody ghost, and if you didn't, then it's not about you. And
it's about them.
It's about them.
Sometimes it's just like that. Yeah. It's hard to accept.
It's very hard to accept.
It's like, what's wrong with me?
It's not about you.
What did I do? What is wrong with
It's not about you.
Oh, and that kills your self-esteem.
You can only hope the person might communicate it beforehand, and then you see the pre-ghosting. You see the pre-ghosting coming, and then you know, okay.
Okay, this question is awkward. Did you see it? This one.
Yes.
Do you want to answer it?
So the question is, what is your favorite part of a woman's body, and why? And the odd part is even your patience.
Like, why would you look at his patience like that? Like, guys,
I'm health. I'm here to cure people. I look at you as a patient. I don't look at you as I look at you as a patient. I don't. Yes, the things we've seen. The things we've seen. I don't look at a patient as anybody attractive. So even when somebody's here like, oh, so can I come for a private lesson? Then it's work. For me, it's work. It's not anything personal. Yeah. So I'm in work mode. So you can come and you could be. I mean, a private. If you could come for a private
session,
session.
Okay.
As people are saying, oh, can I get private sessions? And I was like, but it's going to. You must understand, it's going to be work, and nothing personal will come from it, because I'm in work mode. And I'm not interested in looking at you personally because you're a patient now. Yeah. Plus, there are whole acts about this. I could legally. There are legal implications.
And you lose like your license
behind these things. Yeah, the legal implications behind these things. So that's not a thing.
So what about your answer to the other question?
So my favorite part of a woman, and I honestly can't tell you why, but I love like the midriff. I love the stomach back sort of area. If I really had to like dig deep into it and like go to like therapy or something like that and really dive it, maybe it's because of that is the womb, that is the the house of humans are created around, like that area. That's like where you're born, where you're housed, and everything. Like life comes from it. That is it. Maybe that's like a reason and stuff like that. But I've just always found it attractive. And I don't mean, and by the midriff, I don't mean you have to have a flat tummy, or you have to be like muscular, or look like
have a six pack.
Yeah, have a six pack. That is not the thing. So I really just find if you have the confidence to show your midriff, then kudos to you, because it's the one side that so many people criticize on a lot, and if you're
especially women.
Yeah, especially women. So if you're comfortable showing your midriff, I see your confidence and I'm like, hey, I like that, So yeah.
So basically, you like confident people.
Confident people, yeah. Confidence in knowing who you are is highly attractive. It really is highly attractive.
So
it manifests physically.
This isn't an issue for you because you've already spoken about this.
Yeah.
Why are guys so intimidated by strong and successful women? You're not intimidated.
Yeah, I'm not
why would guys be?
Yeah, but probably just because they've never experienced it and stuff like that. The other side is, and I'd like to know this from your point of view, that the difficulties of being navigating being a strong, successful woman now. What are the difficulties behind that? Because maybe it's not something new for you, so you also don't know how to express. Because being strong and successful doesn't mean you don't have humility in it.
No,
it doesn't mean that you now come with this, egotistical. I am the best. Look at me puffing myself up. I am the best. I will be condescending down to you and everything like that. You can still be strong and successful
and have humility.
And have humility, and it doesn't even come across that this person has so many accolades to them, because actually they're just a down-to-earth person, and they aren't just their accolades and everything, as opposed to them constantly coming to you like,
this is me,
this is
what
me.
I have.
I'm great, I'm doing this, you better bring to the table like this sort of stuff, and you're just like, okay, but we're not even there yet, Yes, you bring that to the table, but what I could bring to the table could be something completely different, and then from that we match. So yeah.
I don't know how to be anything else, like you said. Like, I didn't grow up knowing anything else but that. So in relationships, like with my friends, for example, they understand me and they know that I will give up a date to go and pursue something I want to do, and they will understand it, or they'll come with me.
Yeah.
That's how it is. But in relationship with men, because I've only dated men so far, yes, I would date a girl. I think with men it's been like, you need to tone it down. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Most of them have asked me, you need to tone it down. If you're so outgoing, then you're gonna make me look less of a man. If you're always paying for the stuff, if you're always doing this, and some of them have taken advantage of the fact that I've got this going on for myself. But I don't feel like I want to go out there and be like, oh, this is me, I've got all this stuff. I just want to live my life. You know what I mean? I just want to be able to meet a guy, and this guy gets me that this is how I am, and he's okay with that. You see?
What I've noticed is, because I also have a couple of traits to myself that I know that actually I need to, introduce someone into those sort of things, that not everybody is privy to 100% of you, you know. So but you need to know that, okay, you can come at them with everything and everything like that, and if they take it, they take it. But with your friends, with the relationships that you had, you didn't really come at them 100%. You might have come at them 70%, and then your friend was like, okay, no, we can chill this. And that's why you have some friends that are like, okay, no, go do your thing, I'll find you afterwards. Or you'll have other friends that'll be like, okay, you're doing that, let me come with you, because they've been slowly introduced into this. Okay, Kalenga likes this. Okay, Kalenga likes that. Okay,
the hustle life.
The hustle life. I can fit myself in here. I can fit myself in there, and all this other stuff. Because it really is a lot getting to know. It really is a lot getting to know someone.
I feel like we need a podcast now. Because honestly, these are interesting conversations.
It's so much getting to know somebody. It is so much getting to know somebody, and because even in that sense of, even when you're strong, you're successful, you want it and everything like that, but you also need to bring them, if they don't have the same ambitious as you and
stuff.
everything like that, you also need to introduce that into them, you know what I mean, like that. I mean, you've had years
of being
this way to build yourself into that, and they are not used to this, so you need to be like, okay, so let me do this and let me do this. And some guys might be, and maybe it's not communicated in that sense, because you do one thing and your intention isn't to be condescending, however, or emasculating. It isn't your intention. However, that's how they perceive it. You know what I mean? And some might not perceive it that way. So so the problem could be with them. The problem could be with you, because you can say one sentence, but say it in two different tones, and it means a world of difference. You know what I mean? It means a world of difference. But those who know you will understand.
This is what she means.
This is actually what she means. Okay, yes. Cool. And you move on. You move on from there.
Wow. So you're good with the strong woman.
Listen, my profession is female dominated. I've been around a lot of women. I have to be okay with it. If otherwise, I wouldn't be here. If I was, I've been around a lot of strong women. Like I said, I've been around a lot of strong women.
Do you personally know this person?
I do.
Yeah, because the questions that she's sending are like, oh, what is this? Okay. We've already answered the ghosting. Let's go to Daisy. Daisy is a friend of mine. Why do guys respond to what they want to respond to when you send like a message or text? I've noticed that. Like I can tell you like la 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 la. Then you only respond to the see you tomorrow. Like okay, see you tomorrow. And like
there is.
Did you read the whole thing?
Our brains are difficult, and luckily there was a conversation that happened whilst I was on holiday a while ago, where they said, so you're arguing with your partner, and we're now from the guy's point of view, and you list 10 things, but you've been speaking to me for an hour, and as a human being, don't act like you haven't sat in a lecture, and for an hour you were trying your hardest to remember every point of that lecture, but you're just not going to remember it. So now you're going to be there, I'm going to answer one bit and go in there. That, you know what? We are wired differently. That if something is like super important to you, if it is like late at night or everything like that, or I am busy or I am this, you also got to find the trend of, do they eventually answer everything? Do they eventually respond to everything? Because you want it to happen now. But
because I'm asking you now.
Yeah, so that's like, but is everything important? So you gotta really, you also really have to communicate in a certain way that if these 10 things are important, then you need to say, listen, these 10 things are important. I need you to respond to these 10 things. If you need a response now, you also need to accept that maybe they can't give you a response to those answers right now. You get me? Because now you're trying to be controlling in in the situation. I want your 10 answers now. I want them now.
Because that's me.
But I can't give you 10 answers. I can't give you the 10 answers now. So I can respond to this, and later I can respond to something else. And if it's super important to you, you might need to ask them. Because you also, if whilst you're texting, people are doing lots of things.
I think let's be fair, girls, okay? It's just that us, we can multitask. I can read your message and answer everything you say, la 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 la. And I can even go back and be like, oh, I didn't answer this one, and then I answer it. But I guess
not everybody's wired like that.
Can men really not multitask? I mean, seriously.
There's Kevin Hart said it. Kevin Hart said it now on his special. Was it Kevin Hart? Yeah, man. Kevin Hart. I think it was Kevin Hart on his special when he's saying that like women don't know how to not give a fuck. So everything has to be important, but guys, not everything has to be important. So we have this whole nonchalant. It's relaxed.
Can wait.
Yeah, it can wait.
Meanwhile, everything is important to us.
You take. There's so much emphasis on this, but at the end of the day, listen, I'm just drinking water. But why are you drinking water like that? It just happened.
Yeah.
I want to drink water like this. I've never thought about it. I've never gone into it. I just did it. I just did it. So you have to be fair. Yeah, you have to be fair in that sense. You have to get to know that person that maybe they just didn't feel like answering. I just didn't feel like answering that. I didn't feel like because some questions become very loaded, and I understand that if I answer this, then there's going to be a follow-up
Something.
question.
Yes.
And a follow-up question.
And
a
then you
follow-up
won't
question.
sleep.
Yeah, then now you're not like, oh, what can of worms have I opened? Okay, today am I ready for this? Yes. So if something's super important to you, mention that something super important to you, and the person will answer you, but you won't have control of every single answer you can't have control of every single answer they give you.
I can try.
Yeah, you can try your hardest, but you can't be in control of everything they do. You can't be in control of everything. Yeah.
So do you want to answer Eurasia's question?
Eurasia's question.
Yes, but
okay.
it's just, are you comfortable sticking it there?
I am comfortable with it.
Okay.
So it's okay, side eyes. Who does the first round belong to? Him or the girl? You know, I can never emphasize enough about how there are no set rules to anything. You know, might be guidelines and everything like that. It really just depends what you want in that encounter.
Yeah.
There are a lot of women who don't know how to satisfy themselves. So if you don't know how to satisfy yourself, how does someone else come
and
satisfy you?
That's a good point.
You know, so I'm now coming, it's our first time, and I'm trying, you know, I've only had experience that, okay, if I do this, but I'm also reading you and finding out that, okay,
at least you put the effort into
you're putting the, you gotta
some
put the effort.
people come there for themselves.
And that becomes the other side, that some people come there for themselves and they're out. And if you sort of change, because I can hands down say, there are a lot of guys that know their positions. They know that if I'm dealing with you, this is my position, this is gonna get me off like the most. So I know what's pleasurable for myself. And I'm going to come and I'm going to look and I'm saying, okay, so how can we make this enjoyable for ourselves? But if you're not guiding me, then
you're just gonna, I guess, if I'm not guiding you, then it's gonna look like you're there for yourself because I'm not communicating.
Yeah, because you're not communicating as well and saying that there's this. Meanwhile, guys will be like, okay, move there, change here, let's do that. Because, and also at the same time is the end goal always like an orgasm? Can we not also just enjoy the moment? Because orgasms can
Especially
be very
for
complicated.
women.
Yeah, okay, they can be very complicated.
Because like your emotional state and all of that affects.
And not all women are like that. So you'll find there's some women that you can say hello and that's it for them. They're done. Okay, cool. I've technically had my first round, and they're lucky in that.
And others, it's
sense.
like I feel like
everything has to be built up perfectly
from the time I wake up.
Yeah.
It has to be like, okay, because I feel like there has to be like a certain level of comfort and trust, at least personally for me, because I'm demisexual and everything involves feelings.
Yeah.
Like that's why I can't like go with someone I don't know. It's like I'm just gonna.
Yeah. Now it's it's always going to be like a learning process because the first time, whose round is it? We don't know.
I think I like the two-way thing.
But in 20 occasions later, then all of a sudden we found that, hey, actually, I know that maybe today I just want to pleasure her. I just want to pleasure her.
Which should be a priority too.
You know, I just want to pleasure her. And the 21st time she realizes, hey, you know what? I just want to pleasure him. You know?
Or
myself.
Yeah.
You know, get yours, man. Get yours, but you have to communicate how to get yours. So the first rounds is it's so difficult, man.
Yeah, I don't think there's a rule like you say.
There isn't a.
I think it's just also depends on the person you're with. I mean, what's our understanding, chemistry, everything. Like what? Also, I can honestly be open and say today, this is what I need and this is what I'm gonna get.
Yeah, that's and it. Like, from the get-go.
Yes, don't come and complicate it with I don't know whatever. But this is what I need, and I think that especially if I'm not involved, like in a relationship. But then I'm comfortable emotionally with somebody, then I'm open to say that today I don't want to go this far, or I don't want you to try too hard. Today I literally just want to get down to it. Like don't talk to me
Give me
Don't-
mine.
Yes.
Give me mine.
But then,
Listen, I'm
you know.
pointing all directions and saying, listen, here's the manual, do this, do
Yes.
this, do this. Let's not
Yeah.
even from the door, from the
Yeah.
opening of the door.
Don't like
Here's
come
the
here
short-
with encyclopedias of
Yeah.
what. Just
Yeah.
do the job. Let's get it done and let's go. Like
Let's go for breakfast.
yes.
Then
And
let's go
I
for
say
breakfast
it emotionally because if it's like my man, I do want to connect, especially because in relationships, if you've been with someone for like a very long time,
Yeah.
you sort of, I personally, I feel like I start to pull away and I start to feel like, you know, we did this yesterday.
Why are we doing this again?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I feel like I want to talk about it and I'll be like, you know, yesterday this happened. I didn't really like that.
Yeah.
So can we try something different today? Can we talk? Or are you stressed? You know, or because then in relationships you start to talk about this is what's stressing me, this is what's going on, and that starts affecting your relationship and your
Yeah.
sexual life. So I think that for me, I see them differently, and I don't know why. If it's just a guy, I'm just like, hey, buddy, you know, you're my friend, but that way. Then I just want to be like, yes,
Let's be done. Let's be done. Let's be done.
But if it's my man, then I want to be like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah. Let's have some little. And you
Yes.
must understand. Oh, is swearing allowed on here, man?
It's allowed.
I'll constantly say, man, if y'all, not everybody's privileged to have this, but you got to understand there's a difference between making love, having sex, and
It is very
there's a difference to all of those. And maybe whilst we're making love, we both have our first round is all we need, and
Yes.
we both come at the same time. Sex could be just you're just trying to scratch an itch. You know what I mean? Me fucking is the straight up raw.
Would you say
to it.
scratching an itch is more a male thing than a female thing?
No, I can't say that because I've had females that just want to scratch itches.
That's it.
Yeah, they just want to scratch an itch. That's it. That's what I've been in relationships where my girlfriend would tell me straight up she just wants to scratch an itch.
And that's
she's a little aroused right now. She's a
Not
little
that
horny.
he has a girlfriend.
Yeah. In past relationships,
Yeah.
I've had girlfriends that have said they are just horny right now, and they're literally coming over. They're having theirs, and they're bouncing.
And they're going home.
They're not even. You know, they're just looking to have sex. It's not even about the orgasm.
And it's not wrong.
Yeah, it's not even about the orgasm. They're just trying to feel. Oh, I've
Yes.
had this. Now this is not on my mind anymore. I don't need to focus on it anymore. And
They consume you.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Ooh. Okay, so next is my friend Refilwe. So she's asking, do men like receiving flowers?
That's a 50-50 sort of thing. There was a conversation now on like Facebook where they say what is the male equivalent of flowers. For me and my friends, it's usually like a bottle or alcohol,
Yeah.
some sort of thing. That's our equivalent because we, you know, it's around about the same price and it's something that I like. But if somebody likes flowers, then you know they might tell you that they like flowers.
For you, it's a bottle.
Yeah, it's
of
a
something.
bottle of something. Because if you send me flowers and you then come to my place and you find the flowers are dead, like don't be offended because
It's not your thing.
it's not my thing.
But maybe like a cactus.
Yeah, maybe like a cactus, something that's low maintenance
Yeah.
for myself. You know,
Do guys care that their women counterparts are unfairly treated or paid in the workplace?
you know that's a very good question. I can't say I've talked about it a lot. So because I work in government, everybody is basically on the same salary scale. But in private, I'd like to think, or corporate, I'm not in corporate. So in corporate, you know, it might be a little bit gender biased towards that. I don't have experience. I personally don't have experience with it. I'm not 100% certain, but I know there is that wage gap, but I just don't have experience in it to say. So what I can do is I can ask my friends and we can start the conversation about it and see how guys generally feel about it. But also I don't know if everybody's openly talking about their salaries.
I don't think so.
You know what I mean? So,
Especially if you work in the same place.
yeah, especially if you work in the same place. I don't know if everybody's openly speaking about their salaries and then the unfairness behind it all. But I can go and find out because I'll say that's a very good question. How do guys feel
about it.
about it? Yeah.
Why do men cheat?
Why does anybody cheat?
Okay, she said why do men cheat?
Yeah, I know, but
No, but she said why do
is
men
it?
cheat?
It's my standard perception to this is I've been the other guy 3 or 4 times. I've been the other guy. So my look on cheating is different because I was the other guy.
Have
Not
you
once,
cheated?
twice, 3, 4 times. Like I've been the other guy. And in those 4 times of me being the other guy, I've realized there's different reasons why I've been the other guy. There's been multiple reasons why I've been the other guy. So that's why I'm like, but everybody cheats. Why do people cheat? People have very different reasons. So why do men cheat? Maybe some men cheat because it's easy. Because they're an opportunist, and it was shown for that. Some other men have cheated because they weren't, you weren't there for them, or anything like that. And by all goodness, I'm not condoning. I'm not saying it's okay to cheat and everything, but I'm just saying different men have different reasons as to why they cheat. And that's.
But have you cheated?
I know that I've emotionally cheated, and it took.
Why did you do it?
It took a long time to get there, and where I was constant. I didn't feel
understood.
Yes, because how it started. I knew there was a problem because every time I had something emotional, I didn't feel comfortable speaking to her because she wasn't listening. So I ended up speaking to my female friend. Yeah, so I ended up speaking to my female friend. And at some point in time, I was like, actually, this isn't okay for me to be going to my female friend to go speak to them about problems. And then I had to address it with my partner at the time and be like, hey, listen, this is the issue, this is the problem, because every time I'm trying to tell you this, then you get shut down. Like I get shut down and I did this, and I was, you're here trying to navigate that. I'm just trying to talk to you, and I just want you to listen, but you're not listening to me. So it became so frustrating. It became so frustrating for me because it wasn't something I wanted to do, but I needed an outlet. I needed to speak to somebody, and she wasn't that somebody at the time. So it was.
So you're not with this person.
Yeah, I'm not with this person anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, and it became and the lesson learned. The lesson learned from that was now I needed every partner after that. As I needed to tell I needed my peace. I needed to tell every partner after that, listen, this is it. I need you to listen.